So before we start, I just got to say off the record, you're 1-0 after getting an interview with me. So
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean?
might
Gotta
be the
go
good
2-0.
might be the good luck charm out here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, headlining the first ever live arena grappling card, Arena 15, this weekend, February 24th. You might know him, Kevin Dantzler. Kevin, how we doing, man?
Gang, chilling, brother. How are you?
I'm great, dude. And right before we started rolling, I said undefeated after getting that first interview in with me, beating Aljamain Sterling and Fury Grappling. So before we talk about Arena, what was that experience like? Like, how was it to beat the former bantamweight UFC champion of the world?
It was good. I mean, it's unfortunate the way that the match went because it's just how stally and lame he was, and he was salty and lumpy like peanut brittle. But like, it was good. It was a good experience. I expected him to do way more, but yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, definitely. I'm sure we'll have another match. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
So what I noticed after that match is like, the UFC, John Morgan, for example, on the mic, like people in that realm working UFC, a lot of the opinions there were, why is Kevin Dantzler scooting on his butt, right? But then in the audience and all the BJJ people I know, which is the majority of the Fury crowd, they were all like, why didn't Aljamain try to pass the guard? So I think the people that matter know what the hell happened that match. Like, you got to engage, you got to try to pass a guard. It's jujitsu, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I thought the banner that came out of the match was great. You guys have been going back and forth, like, jabbing at each other a little bit. So, do we ever see that one again, maybe someday?
Oh, for sure, for sure. And yeah, man, it was like the MMA community versus the jiu-jitsu community.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. It was crazy how crazy it went. But yeah, I absolutely love to do another match with him. Like I would love it. We can have different rules. We can have all submissions legal, whatever he wants. But yeah, no, we can. I would love to get that back. I would love, love, love to turn his ankle sideways.
It was a fun one to watch. I know you said you didn't like necessarily how it went down, but I thought it was fun to watch. Like there was one point where Aljamain kind of went to engage and then stopped, and then he looked right. You know Jillian Peterson, Art of War.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Uh, he like looked over her direction with one of his like, "What's this guy doing?" faces, and Jillian was just like, "You got to pass his guard." It was
That's
great, man.
awesome.
It was great. So it was an awesome event, and I think Arena 15 is shaping up to be an awesome event too. Like I mentioned, our first ever live card. You're headlining, taking on Keith Krikorian. Before I ask you about Keith, how do you feel about joining Arena, man? Very excited to have you.
It's so sick. Arena's rule set, it's so cool. It's so different. Like you got the cage, you got the 3 rounds. I've done something similar to that when I was like a blue belt, but like not exactly. And then they have this like really good production and everything. Like AJ and Kat do an awesome job. So I'm definitely I've been wanting to do this for a minute. It just hasn't lined up, but I'm so excited to do it, man. Arenas look so, and a bunch of my teammates have done them, and it looks so cool. So I'm super excited to be on it.
Chris Frank over there at Webb's actually holds the record for our longest ever arena match. It was against Frank Wells, and it was just absolute nonsense. So yeah, man, excited for everything that can go down. And I mean, you're no stranger to a cage. So what element does that add? Like, how do you feel about going and grappling in a cage?
It's cool. It definitely adds a different element. Wall wrestling and regular wrestling are so different. And I'm definitely used to. I mean, like you look at the people I train with. I'm definitely used to rolling on the cage, like having being on the ground on the cage, like on bottom on the cage. It's way different. Um, it's nice because rolling out of submissions don't really happen. So it's super. It makes a difference. Not much of a difference, but it definitely makes a difference. So yeah, I'm super excited. Rolling the cage, I'm used to that, man. I'm definitely used to that.
And let's talk about Webb's a little bit, your primary training center. I love Webb's, Jonathan Webb. I'm in there a little bit for interviews and stuff. It's a great spot. And you train with some beasts, as you just mentioned. So kind of name drop some people. And like, what are you doing training? Like, are you spending time underneath of Daishi, like right up against the cage? Like, what the hell's going on in there, man?
That's funny. Not Daichi's big ass. Daichi is such a beast. He's got to do an arena.
Dude, he's a
Daichi's got to
monster.
do an
No one would
arena
go
for
up
him.
against him, though. Like, Fuck that.
Understandably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just training with the guys I usually train. Max Livingston, that's my dog. He's a beast. I get a lot of training with him. He's been helping me with wrestling too. He kicks my butt. George Strunk, that's my main training partner. I've known him forever. Dylan LaPalamento, that's my guy too. I mean, there's just so many people to name. I'd say those are like the main three. Dylan has an MMA background. Max is a wrestler, and George is just crazy. He just kind of does everything. So, yeah, and I roll with so many MMA style guys like Sab, like Pat Sabatini. So, and I've been rolling in the cage since we had the cage. So, yeah, man, I have a room full of killers. So I always feel prepared when I go to a tournament or super fight, whatever.
And who's going to be coming? Are you bringing like a corner with you at all?
Yeah, so I think so Jonathan's coming. I don't know how the spectators and all that work. I think it's just like you and somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be Jonathan.
Cool. Well, we love Coach Webb. Excited to see both of you on Saturday. And before the event, Keith's actually holding a seminar at Droogs. I'll be going to that. You swinging by for the seminar?
You know what's funny? Low key, I was like, that'd be mad funny.
It'd be hilarious.
Let's just go to a seminar. That would be hilarious. But yeah, no, I'll ask him some stuff after.
So I mean, how are you and Keith? Like, do you guys know each other? What's your experience? What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I've never trained with Keith, but I mean, everybody in the community knows how much of a savage Keith is, and he's just so nice, bro. It is so nice to finally be competing against somebody who's not a fuckboy. I feel like the last I've had such just fuckboy energy that I've been rolling with. So it's just so nice to have somebody as high level as Keith, but who's also really nice. It's a breath of fresh air, that's for sure.
Yeah, I love the main events, and I feel like Arena gets a lot of this. Where both competitors I like a lot. It's just win or lose, everybody's kind of happy and satisfied with the performance. That's why I love the promotion. It's a great time all around, and this is a great main event. But how do you see this this match going? Like, a lot of people who had the eyes on you just saw guard, they didn't really see a lot of it because Aljamain really wouldn't get into it. So how do you see this match going down?
I see this match going everywhere. I really do. I see a little bit of guard. I really think I can show a lot of my passing this match. So I'm super, super excited about that because I feel like I usually get subs on bottom or people kind of just disengage on bottom, or excuse me, when I'm on bottom.
Right.
But I just absolutely can't see Keith doing that, like, at all. So I think I'll be able to attack quite a bit from the bottom, and I think I'll be able to get some good passes in. And I can definitely see it's going to be a crazy high-paced match, but I think I'm going to get the sub for sure.
So, dude, like, I know you never been to. Have you been to Droogs?
No, not yet.
I just know because I train there, so I told you to come in before, but you finally get to come in. I don't know what you've seen from the gym, but like no spectators, but it still gets a little bit loud and rowdy in there, just with the coaches hollering and everyone watching the event. So, like, you excited to compete in the new octagon or a new cage?
Yeah, I'm just excited to be I'm excited to be at Droogs. I love it, like the setup. It's just nothing flashy, nothing flashy. Just got a cage and hard work. And you guys have there's a bunch of members, so that's great. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I've had competitions where there's not that many people there and just hear the coaches. I like it because I really like to hear Professor Webb, his coaching. So it's gonna be perfect. He's gonna be right there, and I'm gonna be able to hear him. So because sometimes like at Furies, he's not really able to coach me, but at some tournaments where it's just like Fight to Wins is just so loud you can't really hear anything. So it's gonna be nice to just have him right there, being able to hear him.
And then I remember what I was gonna say.
Hey.
Tomorrow, maybe the next day, I'm actually interviewing Keith too. I never talked to Keith before, excited to get in his ear. But whenever I interview both sides of a fight or a match, I like to ask, any message you want me to pass along to the fella?
Keith, I appreciate you for taking the match, my dog. Let's have a lit match. I cannot see this match being boring at all. Yeah, then let's hang out after.
Love it, man. Yeah, we'll hang out, go get a brew or something. And before I get you out of here, I gotta ask because I know I'm excited to get you on Arena. AJ's excited. Joe, the creator, excited. Everybody's excited to have this match as a headliner. It's like the biggest we've had yet for the live card. So do you plan on sticking around? You want to get more of these matches in? Any goals with Arena?
Oh, but of course. Yeah, absolutely. Anything that takes anytime you guys tape me, I'm down. Let's go. Yeah, no, I like the Arena format. I just like competing, man. And this is so different. So I'm excited for it. Like I like the rounds. I've never done, well, no, I have done one like the one like this, but the rounds were like short, like 2 minutes.
Okay.
So this is like, it's a bunch of, it's like, 3 matches basically. So
And it's
yeah, it's
unique
cool.
because you can theoretically get your arm snapped in half and then go out there and win with your other arm. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not that that ever will happen, hopefully, but we've seen some cool
Right.
stuff. We've seen 1-1 going into the third and have to bang it out for overtime. It's a great promotion. And again, excited to have you along. And Kevin, before I get you out of here, so many fans, web squad supporting you, all of Arena Plus watching the card. Anything you'd like to say to everybody? If so, the mic is yours.
Guys, I just appreciate all the support I've had throughout the years, and always the supports I'll have in the future. I'm doing this for you guys. I appreciate you guys, and look for a fire matchup. I think this is really going to get my name out there.
Well, most people know Cockle and Staley to be like that arena, the penultimate arena, right? And maybe it's because you guys are that big main event. It's going to be our most exciting match yet. So, Kevin Dantzler, thank you so much, my man. February 24th, Arena 15 goes live. Check out the Instagram page or website for all the information. But Kevin, kick some ass and good luck. All right, man.
Gang, gang. Thank you, brother.